You're watching Beyond Markets. Welcome. I'm Esther Awuni. Many thanks for joining us. On the show today, we'll discuss the investment case for Dubai, after which we'll take a look at ways to raise the bar for business leadership in Nigeria. As always, you can join the conversation with the hashtag Beyond Markets. You can also follow my Twitter handle too. It's at Esther O. Awuni. In the first half of the year, Dubai attracted 46.6 billion dirham of foreign direct investment. That's a 135% growth in FDIs year on year. Jyoti Iyer, CEO of Xanara Investment Management, joined me to discuss the investment case for Dubai.
Dubai is a very open market. Obviously, real estate has been one of the key segment. It also has been the stock markets, also has been the private sector companies. Dubai has also been a hub for a lot of investments as a pass-through to various other countries and continents. So we see more and more foreign investments coming into Dubai from a business setup, from a global hub or a regional hub. You could also look at from a property or real estate perspective. And there are various other segments that Dubai offers to foreign investors.
Now, still on Dubai, the country also ranked among the top 3 global FDI locations for this year, and that's in terms of both capital flows and the number of greenfield projects. Now, I'm particularly interested in that, those greenfield projects. I know that there's also heavy investment in technology and talent, which is helping, in some way, helping it leapfrog and making it a very attractive location for FDI. Could you speak to that point?
Dubai is an open market, so it has the best of all the worlds, so it offers the best of all the worlds in terms of platforms. It's very robust in terms of FDIs, it's very robust in terms of turnaround of investments. If you have an investor coming to pick up, setting up a regional office, or setting up his own business house there, or a manufacturing unit. So Dubai has a capacity or the capability of turning around that business model faster than what we have seen in other countries. It's less bureaucratic. There's no red tapeism. The turnaround factors of doing a business there is very welcoming. It's very open. It's very business friendly. So I think that keeps Dubai at an edge for the world.
As you know, the Dubai Expo 2020 is less than a year away now, and of course we're expecting a number of investments to come in. Talk to us about what your expectations are in terms of the level of investments that could potentially come into Dubai.
Expo 2020 is a very big event for Dubai. It's something that's going to put Dubai in the league of all the other players who have promoted or have hosted this event. And above all, I think from an investment perspective, right? So every participant of Expo 2020, when he or she comes there to exhibit or showcase their business or showcase their expertise, I think these business houses come there with a certain plan in the future. So obviously, it's not like you come to exhibit a little cubicle and you finish the event and you go away. I think every single investor coming to Dubai to showcase themselves at Expo 2020 have a plan to retain themselves and to continue establishing themselves within the arena as a platform of Expo 2020. So for Dubai, it's a big thing. It's inviting every single participant, every single business houses, conglomerate who have not tasted the experience of Dubai. I think Expo 2020 is a big thing for everybody.
I would like us to just quickly talk about the wealth management space in Dubai and the region, the UAE region as a whole. Now, according to latest numbers, private high net worth high net worth wealth in the Middle East is expected to grow by 6% annually until 2023, according to a new study. In your opinion, how are wealth managers such as yourself, such as Xanara, how are you capturing growth opportunities in the Middle East, particularly Dubai?
First and foremost, Dubai, like I said, it's the best of all worlds, right? So you have it is host roughly about close to about 80 to 100 nationalities living in Dubai across a population of 6 to 7 million. So the wealth automatically filters in to Dubai for sustaining each and every person coming there. So the wealth management industry is a very robust industry. I'm not sure about the numbers that we can speak about, but I think the growth of millionaires in Dubai or in the UAE has doubled, was quadrupled in the last 5 years. That's again because of the fact that Dubai gives investors, private individuals or families or companies, the ability to adapt to the entire infrastructure of Dubai, adapt to the country, make them comfortable to have Dubai as their home, and to helps them establish themselves in the country. So naturally, the wealth from across the globe flows into Dubai for the futuristic purposes of the investors. We have seen this growing, and I think we have seen this growth in a very fast pace in the past, maybe since 2000, from the year 2000 onwards.
What other areas would you say are of interest, especially at a time like this? Obviously, private high net worth wealth management in the Middle East is more attractive now compared to developed markets for wealth managers and institutions like pension funds, both for a region like Africa, perhaps even West Africa. What can you tell us in terms of the opportunities you see and how, in what ways you're helping to perhaps institutions to manage their wealth?
Okay, so first and foremost, I have to say our core competencies or the core expertise is we are a multifamily office, and investment management or investment advisory is an element which is part of our offering or services for Xanara. Now, and we travel into certain regions of Africa, and obviously when we meet institutions or when we meet pension funds, and for example, when we talk to some of the pension funds in Africa and we look at the corpus of investment, and we just see that I would say more than 60 to 70% is skewed towards investments within their own countries, and for obvious reasons. Sure, obviously they have to promote their countries, but then we also see that they are not able to capture the best of what is available outside the territory of investment. So therefore, when we come there, we showcase what is available, not just in the UAE, but what is available in the Southeast Asia, what is available in Europe, what's available in the US. So we come to them with a package, with a plethora of options, and we then have to get into explaining to them how diversification and how segregating foreign investments from investments into their own country is so critical. And this is part of our expertise, right? So this is part of our offerings with most of the institutions and private clients in Africa.
When you talked about options, could you give us one or two of those options, and if those are options that they're willing to explore?
For example, you're talking to an institution, and we talk to anybody. Say, for example, a pension fund, right? Without going into details of names, a pension fund has an allocation of, say, $100 million to be invested across the region or across the countries. So when we go and talk to the pension fund and we ask them, what does your investment Bible say? Does your investment Bible say that this entire money has to be invested within your same country, because then there's no diversification at all? Obviously, we need to make sure that the country is also focusing into the right spirits. So based on the investment Bible, we request them to have a diversification, allocation to foreign investments, to foreign currencies, investment into fixed income, into bonds, investment into equities, investment into private equities, real estate, investment into liquid instruments, liquid papers. So once we get into a dialogue and once we have reached a stage of seeking approvals from the investment committees of these institutions, so then we showcase them a proposal of how the foreign investments can improvise their corpus of yield by systematic investment capabilities. And once we reach that stage of concurrence, then we go into the execution stage with them and how we could execute that the criteria for them across the continent or across the globe. And the rest is administrative and operations in terms of reportings, in terms of transactions, in terms of calculations, etc.
Now, we're living in interesting investment times, as it were. I mean, there's financial markets topsy-turvy that we're seeing, a trade war, tensions, and this is coming at a time when, we're seeing lower yields at the bond markets. I'm just wondering, for wealth managers, what are those fundamental shifts that you're seeing within your space, and how are you able to adapt that, perhaps looking at your operating models and ensuring that you still are able to cater to the needs of your clients?
So, Esther, for us, a change is imminent, right? So, the portfolios that we manage across the globe for our clients across the globe, it's ever changing. So, there's no portfolio which is just stagnant there and we're just watching it just perform on autopilot. So, we are constantly dynamic in terms of our approach, and we tell the clients all the time, right, stay invested. I mean, the markets will have its turbulence, the markets will have its downfalls, and will always have its upsides, but the important part is that you stay invested at all given times, because you'll always have a bull and a bear run in the markets. No one can time it. So as long as you're able to observe dynamism to the allocations, dynamism to the portfolio management, dynamism to the change, I think we are able to sail through even the most turbulent markets in the financial services industry.